Hi guys, so 2 days ago a friend of mine came to visit me, and this friend has a side business, niche commodity trading firm. It's been 18 months that it's now running, and he told me that the first year he did like 20k in profit, something like this. So it's not bad, and obviously he enrolled in all of our program at the Shipping and Commodity Academy, and he had a really good question, and on the spot I think my answers were kind of meh, and then for like 2 days I couldn't think about anything else that what should have had answer, what would be a better answer. And his question was a very good one. He basically asked me, Damien, what would you have wished to know when you started your commodity trading firms? So for the people that are new to this channel, my name is Damien. I've been in physical commodity trading my entire career, and now I'm the owner of a bunch of small commodity trading firms. So over the last 2 days I took a bunch of notes, and I have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. I have 9 points that I want to discuss with you about what I wish I would have known when I started my firms. So the first point is understand the game you play. There is a lot of different raw materials, ingredients, commodities that you can trade. And I've noticed that for each trade flows, it's a different game. For instance, if you source grain in the Black Sea, you are probably in the speculative games, because you need to speculate to make sales, because there's all the big traders that are sourcing at the same place and they take position, so you have to take position, you have to speculate in order to make a sale. So if you trade there, your game is speculation. Then if you do, I don't know, crude oil sourcing in South America, all right? Your job is to source crude oil in South America. Your game is going to be bribery game. I don't think that you can get your hand on crude oil without bribing someone there. So, or maybe not, I don't know. I mean, I've never done that, I have no idea, but I guess this is how it works. For instance, if you take what I used to do at my first firm, I was in charge of the sales on West Africa. We sold foodstuff like sugar, cocoa, milk powder, palm oil, and a lot of stuff. And there, the game that you are in is the financing game, because your client, they don't have banks that are willing to finance them or at a high rate for very little amount. So if you want to develop your business, you will have to take risk on financing them. So it requires actually a lot of equity to do that. So it's a financing game. For instance, the thing that we do in Chromatic Dragon, one of my companies, where we source chromium out of South America, Zimbabwe, and so on. There, the game is to control the quality, to make sure you don't get scam. The game is really controlling the logistic, making sure that you are buying the right product at the right price and nobody is like scamming you and so on. So very tough to do, but this is why there is margin. So again, try to ask yourself, which game am I playing right now? Is it a financing game? Is it a bribery game? Is it a quality control game? Or maybe it's all those games mixed in one, but usually there is one which is more predominant, can we say that in English? And it's going to be the type of risk that you mostly take as a trader. So yeah, find the type of game that you are playing, and you know what? You can even change the word game by risk. Find the main type of risk that you are willing to take, and the bigger the risk, usually the more money you should make. But I think looking at it not in terms of risk, but in terms of what game are you playing instead of what risk are you taking, it's just easier, I don't know, in your mind to find an answer to this question. So the second point is business development versus trading. A lot of traders, what they do really is business development. They constantly look for new buyers, new suppliers, trying to put a trade flow together. And for instance, this is what I love to do, business development. I find buyers, I find suppliers, I find logistic solution, I find the financing, and then you try to put all those ingredients together to make a trade flow, and hopefully this trade flow will carry on for months and months and years and years. So this is what I love to do. This is what I think I'm one of the best in the world at doing that. So yeah, this part, I love it. So business development is really starting from scratch, or maybe not from scratch, but a new trade flow. And then there's another job like trading. Once you have a portfolio of clients, a portfolio of suppliers, you know all the issues within the logistic, how to solve it, who to work with, and you have the financing, then it's not a game of business development anymore, it's a game of trading. You need to optimize and to make the most money out of your portfolio that you take care of. And this part, I could say that I'm definitely not the best, because it gets boring, you know. After 2 years, 3 years, I mean, just managing your portfolio. After a while, I was bored, man. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. But this is a bit of an issue because the real money is in trading your portfolio, man. This is really how you make money. To constantly set up new things, it's a lot of energy for maybe a little reward. Rather than once you have a portfolio, trading your portfolio is how you really make money on the long run. And now you can see in the big firm, there's different people. Some people, they are business developer. What they do is to try to find new customers and so on. And once this trade flow is locked, they give it to some people that are more like relationship manager or trader. This is those guys that are handling the relationship on a day-to-day basis and making sure that they don't lose them as client, and basically they can optimize the portfolio. Yeah, two different concepts. So obviously when you're small, you are doing everything. But yeah, some people are better at creating new things than keeping and making work what they already have. Point number 3, a lack of funding is a lack of skills. Finding money to finance your trade is a skill. A lot of people come to me, because I have this shipping and commodity academy, and they are like, oh, Damien, this is so difficult. I can't find the money to trade, blah, 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 blah. But man, the problem is that you are not skillful enough. You don't have the skills to raise the money. Or maybe it's missing something for the trade that you are trying to put together. There's a lot of money out there. A lot of money out there. And financiers have different views on the risk. So if you know how to match the right type of financier with the right type of risk that you are asking them to take, because when they will finance you, especially if you have no money, they will take the risk, man. Then it should work, it's like a puzzle. Usually people, when they try to find a financier to finance their deal, the issue that they have is like, their deals are shit, man. They have shitty deals, man. And they don't understand that they have shitty deals, Some guys, they say, yeah, look, I have a fantastic deal. Here, you need to prepay this guy in whatever country, I don't know, in like Yemen or in a country in war, and then you prepare these guys, and then you need to finance the buyer, which is also in a country, and it's like, yeah, no problem, I know him. It's like, yeah, come on, man, it's nobody's going to do that, man. The only one that can do it is you with your own money, man. Usually people, yeah, they have deals, but they don't know enough to know that those are deals. And the other part is like, they don't know to which financier they should speak with in terms of where they are. For instance, at first when you start, if you have no money, nothing, what you are going to try to do is back-to-back deals, right? So then you don't have to put your money on the line. But then for a lot of trades, back-to-back deals, you can't do it because the competition is there, or there is no margin by doing so. So then you need to find some deals where there is going to be finance required. Again, when you start, the people that are going to lend you money to do something risky with is other trading firms. They are the ones that are able to assess correctly the risk and that will be okay to finance your deal or to do a profit share with the deal, And then when you carry on, let's say that now you have a little bit of money, you can put 20-30% of the amount of the deal. So maybe now you can go and see institutional money. They will collateralize your good and then take a haircut. So you will need to put, I don't know, maybe 20% of the value of the good, but they will lend you the 80%. And then maybe you sell to a country, which is like a proper country, so then you can find credit insurance, factoring. There's a lot of ways to finance your deal. Most of the time, again, it's a lack of skills because you just don't know. Point number 4, if it doesn't kill your company, chillax. Chill, right? Man, I had so many sleepless nights, man. I was so worried, man. I killed myself, I had like even health issue because I was so worried and stressed. But now that I'm thinking about it, the issue that I had, it's like daily business for me. It doesn't feel anything. It's because it's normal. This is a business. So yeah, man, really, if the problem is not going to kill your company, be chill, man. Don't worry, there is always a solution. So, man, I've worried so much about things that was not important enough to worry. And now I'm telling you, man, I only worry if it can kill the company. And even like that, I try not to worry too much because at the end of the day, worrying or stressing, it doesn't do any good, man. So yeah, I would say to myself, man, only worried for things that worth it, all right? Point number 5, the power of focus. So this one, I guess, is the most important, especially for me when I was younger, and actually still now. You need to focus on a market, on a geography, on a niche product. You need to focus. Don't try to shift like product to product. Try to do, I don't know, copper, scrap, then minerals, then grains, then whatever oil. Don't do that, man. Focus on one thing. Focus on one product or on one geography. This is the only way that you are going to go somewhere. The thing that you need to understand is that to close a deal, you need to reach a certain level of skill set, belief, and network, right? And the problem is like each time you switch, let's say that you work, on palm oil, right? Cooking oil from palm, and that you want to sell to, I don't know which country. Then you will work on that opportunity for like 2 months, 3 months. Then you will get pissed off. Say, oh, it's too difficult. People ask me to finance, blah 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 blah. And then say, all right, let's do sugar or whatever, rice, which is by the way a very but anyway, then you try to work on sugar. Then after like 1 month, you're like, oh, there is no traction. It's too difficult. I only find scammers, blah blah blah. Let's work on charcoal oil. And the problem is like each time you get a little bit of skill, a little bit of network in one product, and then you reset all of that and you go back to zero because you think that there is something easier down the line. I mean, this is completely untrue, man. Please, but focus on one specific region. If this is a difficult region, then you can sell more product because the risk that you are taking is a region, or focus on a specific niche product. But don't try to do anything and everything because as always, man, you need to develop your network, your skills in this specific product before you level up enough to make a deal, to close a deal. So yeah, each time you change, you basically go back to zero. So don't. Okay, point number 6, you only need one client. And this is so true. At the end of the day, commodity trading is about international trade, I would say. Import-export is about relationship. And it's a relationship business because at the end of the day, when you want to buy, I don't know, like diesel, right? The parameters are going to be what price, what payment terms. And then that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a commodity, so everyone can sell the same stuff. But you will notice that after a while, everyone in the market is at the same price roughly and give the same payment terms. So then what is the most important is your counterparty, who you are buying from. And who you are buying from is extremely important. So now what people want to know is like, all right, if I buy from that guy, if there is an issue, he's going to be there to solve the issue and he's not going to say, oh, I'm sorry, now it's on you. All right, so your counterparty, the guy that you're buying from or you're selling to, is extremely important. So this is why it's a relationship business, because the relationship decreases the risk. Very important to understand that. So you can have clients for your whole life. As I said, I used to sell a dairy product to West Africa. There's a couple of guys, I could call them and say, look guys, I have this container of fat-filled milk powder. Do you want to buy it? And if the product is okay, they will buy from me because they know me and we still have like a great relationship. It's maybe a long way to say that you only need one client. One client could be the backbone of your business. I've seen so many small, medium enterprises that rely on like 3 clients and they do maybe 500 million in revenue. Okay, not only on 3 clients, but they have 3 main clients that pay for everything and then profit is from other clients. So again, foster your relationship, be the best counterparty. Don't be a if you need to lose money as a trader to keep some relationship going, do it because it worth so much. The lifetime value of a customer is infinite in this type of game. So have this in mind. So point 7, bigger and bolder. This is, I think, very important that once you know what you're talking about, try to go big and be bold. The problem is when people try to do bigger and bolder stuff when they don't have the skills, and basically when they speak with the people to do business with, the guy are like, what the who are you, man? You don't even know the basic. What you're saying makes no sense. And you don't want to be put in that position. But once you have the skill set required, then go big and be bold. Okay, point number 8. Also, this one, I think I kept it for the end of the video because I guess now most of the people have left. And now we are only between you guys, the real one. This one is a bit more metaphysic, but I have like proof that this is a reality, is that karma is real. So the concept of karma, like, or the concept of if you do good stuff will happen to you, it's real, guys. It's real. And I've seen it like multiple times in my career. For instance, my first boss, Vanessa, she was my mentor. She taught me everything. And she was always nice to everyone. She was always trying to help, even competitors and so on. She was always helping for free. And I saw that, and sometimes I was like, Vanessa, what are you doing this for that guy? I mean, it makes no sense. He's a competition. Let him rot with his problem. This is his problem. Hurting him is good for us. What are you doing? And she was like, Damien, you are so young. You don't understand. You always do good. It always comes back. And yeah, and I've seen it. Like everyone loved her. And then when she was in a difficult position, everyone tried to help her because she had so many people. That's crazy story. Man. Crazy story. I've seen crazy story with her. Things that you wouldn't believe that would happen, but it's just that she created so much goodwill, so much like good karma point, that then it came back to her. Crazy. And this is also what I try to do. Like if you've seen one of my latest video, I went to Singapore just because there's like 2 people that wanted them to meet each other, because I'm pretty sure they could do good business together. So I went out of my way to make this meeting happen. And even though I'm not asking for any commission or whatever, just to put those two guys together in the same room. So because I knew they could do good business together, they're two good people. And what does I have to win right now? Nothing, but I'm pretty sure that in the future it will help me. So karma point works, man. And also on the other way, I mean, negative karma point, it also worked the other way around, man. A story about that. I had like an opportunity to ship some product to China, and the guy said, "Look, Damien, I know that you know well Africa. You've been traveling there for like 10 years. You have a good contact. We are looking for this product from that producer. A Chinese dude will not go there to handle the loadings to make sure that we are not getting there. But dude, Damien, can you do it? Can you go?" I mean, he gave me the name of the supplier that had the product that he wanted. He gave me all the details. He said, "Look, can you make it happen?" I mean, I can't, but I know 2 companies that are reliable that will do it. The thing is, one of them, the owner is I mean, he's not a nice guy. It's just not a nice guy. He never really helped me with anything. The other company is like a guy that I really loved. I mean, even though we are not in contact quite often, I know that this guy is a professional, that he knows how to trade, that he's been always nice to me and to everyone actually. Everyone loves him. So, but, yeah, with this opportunity, who do I think I called? The second guy. Because this guy is just better. I just prefer him. Karma goes both ways, man. If you think about why karma exists, it's just that when you are a constant, maybe you are going to scam some guys left and right and so on. The thing that you don't see is that it comes back to you. It comes back to you in ways that you don't see. For instance, this first guy that I spoke about, I mean, he doesn't know that he's missing this opportunity because he's been behaving like a... He doesn't know. I will not call him and say, "Ah, yeah, I have that, but I didn't ask you because nobody." But he's just behaving like an asshole on a long-term horizon. You get less and less opportunity, you have more and more problem, and then it makes your life miserable. So think about that, man. Karma is real. Okay, so point number 9. So this is the last one. Yeah, this is maybe the most, how can I say, like the one that I have the least proof. But everything is in your mind. It's a bit like karma, but it's a bit different. It's like you need to have a belief that what you want to do is possible. And you need to even trick yourself that you will believe what is going to happen. Because if you don't have the belief, then nothing will ever happen, man. I know some people that they worked in a commodity trading company. They've been talking to me about doing what I do, starting on their own. They have the contact. They even have people that were willing to finance them because they've been speaking about that, but they've never done that because they are too afraid. Why are they afraid? It's normal to be afraid, but I think at their core, they don't believe in themselves. So belief is everything. And also when you try to do something extremely difficult, one way to make it happen is like your belief is so strong that your belief will spill on the other people, and the other people will like make it happen for you because your belief is so strong. So, and I'm also a big believer in that. So how do you train your belief? I don't know. Maybe you need to talk to yourself in the mirror. I have no idea how you trained it, but seriously, if you don't believe in what you are doing, then it will not work. Think about that. All right, guys, so that's it for me today. I hope that you like this video, and if you want to join this incredible world of commodity and trading, then you can click the link below this video and you will enter our academy, the Shipping and Commodity Academy. We have students that now work for the biggest commodity trading firm out there, and also a bunch of them now run their own commodity trading company. So that's it for me today.